Hello, everybody. Where I am in the dirty, or you would call south. It is snowing today. Had to make some really big, life-changing decisions today. Since I've been doing these videos, I've been saying, um, cherish your family. You never know. It's a fact, man. And I get it. Yes, it hurts deeply. And I'm doing it by myself, really. You know, there are family. My mother has come out a few times and was able to even get him to agree to go to the hospital. So that is greatly appreciated. For the most part, I'm doing it emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, alone. And it's a lot, but God never puts more on you than you can bear. I'm still praying every day for my father, but it is not my will, it is God's will. And if it is his time, I'm not going to do it up here. Either way, love your parents. Good, bad, or indifferent. A lot of them didn't know better. They did what they were taught. And it's hard to break a cycle when you're heavily influenced by a crowd, a group, and enticed, and, all kind of things. So if you can bury the hatchet, do so. Nobody's perfect. I love my dad. I love my dad. Either way, thank you for the love and light that you sent. It has worked wonders. I'm gonna go ahead and see. Oof, I don't know if I should take that, but we'll see. I'll put it to the side, and if it's not too many, we'll go into it. Didn't fall out, it just kind of flipped over, But I hope everyone's having a good day, man. You gotta enjoy life. It's so fragile, so mismanaged, so ill-handled. Uh, you have the ability to hug and kiss your parents, and it hasn't been a situation like a lot of us have gone through. I turned over and do it, and even if it has, and you can bury the hatchet and say, hey, I get it, I get it, and you try to rectify it, but once the actions are done, they're done. But you do the best you can to put the next in place. You got to take your head off, We're not all bad all the time. Everybody has a past, and people change. Turn over. Either way, let me get off this heavy note. I don't want to bring the energy down. I know my fat asses are out here getting it done and doing it well, and just doing their thing. Keep doing it. It's the weekend. I'm snowed in, which is why my hair is still wrapped up. It's the purpose of taking it out and having it swell. And you're going to be inside for another day. But, yeah. So what I did do is, since I'm probably going to have to be around the phone for the next couple of days, I went to the store and I picked up some magazines, because in the cards the other day it said turn the TV off, since excuse me, I don't have a TV in my bedroom, and for the most part this is where I am. My desk is over there, my work table's right there, so no need to, unless I'm cooking or cleaning, or me and my son are doing his work, anything like that. For the most part, I am in my room. So can't get my daddy off my brain. I know. Okay. Either way, I went to the grocery store and I tried to get me something to read. Where I am here, it's a little bit rural, so a lot of the things like Barnes and Nobles and book places and stuff like that are, you know. So went and picked up some magazines. Just randomly picked up some magazines, and I'm gonna share them with you because I was looking through a few, and it was crazy that a lot of the things, not a lot, but a few of the things that came out in the cards, and if you look back, you'll see, it's wild. It's just, had I not picked up those magazines, you know, I don't know, maybe it's something I need to read or something I need to know. I don't know. I'll show you. And we'll do the calendar. Oh, almost forgot. Yesterday, I'm so-and-so, I'm this and that. I definitely know that it's KRS-One. When you have music playing and you're trying to play it in your own head and, you know, but yeah, I know who KRS-One is. I do not mix him and MC Light Up. I apologize for that. I know that was KRS-One. In about 4 minutes, a teacher will begin to speak. I know who KRS-One is, okay? He's the godfather. You know, he raps just like he talks. Very beautifully. That's an intellectual conversation you'd have to prepare for. But the sparring, woo! Anyway, okay. So these are the cards we got. Not that many. So we're gonna jump right in. Read what we got. Calendar, tops, any names that come out, magazines, and oh, I also wanted to. Remember on the first couple episodes I kept saying I had a bell? I did. I just found it again. This one says, ring for a smile. But this is actually what I use to kind of like break up my energy. So since my energy is trying to pull and I want to remain high frequency, high energy, I'm going to ring the bell, cleanse the energy. I got my incense going. Just so happen to be burning angel wings. You know, everything resonates. You know, love and light, love and light, love and light, my daddy. First card. Open face pie. Oh, and the cards are showing up right. I don't know how that happened. It's still on the phone. I haven't moved to the computer yet. Anyway. Open face pie. Maybe I'm supposed to indulge in something that, you know, makes me happy. I don't really do pies though. I like apple pie, but not with apples. I know that's crazy, but like the apple pie and the little goo in the shell. Keep the apples. So I don't really do too many pies, but open face pie, whatever that means. Next one is Music Soul Child, Don't Change. Oh, that's a beautiful song. And if you haven't heard it, I'd listen to it. But it's about a guy that finally recognizes, you know, that you're beautiful just the way you are. He doesn't want you to change. He's gonna put up with all your craziness as you would with him. But you know, nice song. Music Soul Child, Don't Change. Next one is Tom and Jerry. Now that's backwards. How did that happen? Watch this. Wait a minute. Anyway, I don't know what happened. It was the right way. Now it's different again. But whatever. No, it's going to show up the right way. I see it the wrong way. But it's still a phone. Anyway. Tom and Jerry, a cartoon. Could be family member, friend, co-worker, boss. Could be a stranger. Could be anybody. Tom. I know I have an uncle named Tom. That's here close, you know, in the area. So, you know. Someone is a compulsive. That's 2 cards too. I'm gonna just lay it down. Someone is a compulsive liar. Okay. So just be careful with that. Be safe. You know, we've all lied at times. Now I try to lie and I catch myself right in the middle, and I have to correct it. Even a small white one. I mean, nobody's perfect, but you know. Someone's a compulsive liar, though. That's a total difference from someone that, you know, might tell a couple white lies and retract, even though a lie is a lie is a lie. Someone's compulsively lying. Just know that. Next is Susan. Person, place, thing. Oh, one more thing. My nails. Look, people, I love you. I'm here to give unconditional, teach you how it feels to receive unconditional love with no strings attached. I'm not asking for anything in return other than engagement, positivity, and changes in your own life. And if I can assist you with that journey, beautiful. But my nails, with a parent possibly leaving the earth, is not top priority. You know, so as long as they're clean, I don't really polish my nails anyway. You know, everything, I just don't. I do my toes. My toes are done. It's just, anyway. They're paying it for you guys, but what I got going on, I'm just telling you, like, let's bypass the nails and listen to the message. We're not here for the messenger. I'm not here for me. I'm here to deliver the information that is needed for humanity. Me involved, you know. It's anyway. Next is, hold on. Oh, Susan. We already said that. Put that in names. Next is a married couple want you to join them. Okay. Sounds like a threesome. I'm not interested. Maybe it's business. Now, married couple, and you get into the bag, and you want to help me out, and you have an avenue of that will be advantageous to the both of us. All for it. As far as anything other than that, not interested. Me personally, not saying anybody else is. Anybody that is watching, a married couple wants you to join them. You know, take it how you take it. Next is, that side conversation you heard was about you. Oh yeah, I think we had something like this before. We're just observe, retain, and heal it, clean it up from your perspective, and move with it. You know, person shows you who they are, believe them. The great Maya Angelou. I'm just saying. Next is, an old boss is losing their position. Something like this came out the other day too. Something about people in power are privately losing something. But I saw where, I think it was Prince Charles, I believe. You can look it up. He was actually the one that recently had some sex charges. He got off of it, I believe, or some kind of way, I don't know. But the update is his powers were stripped. So while he was a prince, they couldn't touch him. But recently his powers were stripped, and he can now be charged or indicted. I don't know. But somebody, boss, losing their position. Oh, Moscato. Yeah. Have a glass of wine just to ease your mind. I don't know, man. It's tough right now for a lot of us, so you gotta balance. Like, this is therapeutic for me. I get to speak when no one's around to be spoken to, so I engage with you all, and it's I'm telling you, it's helpful for me. It's therapeutic for me. So I'm not sitting here going crazy, just worrying about the same thing over and over. Worry does nothing, you know. You have to find an outlet, and this is one that has allowed me to still remain in my bubble and share with the world. And I appreciate you all. Moving on. I guess that's supposed to be what? What's a molehill to an ant? Put the apostrophe, forgot the S. In the wrong place too. Anyway, what's a molehill to an ant? These are, when they come, you just write them. Yeah, ants they live in dirt, so you can't, basically saying you can't put somebody in a situation they already know how to get out of and expect them to stay stuck. I've done this before. And now I learned from my mistakes from before, and I'm now doing it the easier way. Next is, these are my interpretations. Y'all interpret them any way you see fit. I'm just trying to give you one perspective. There's a multiplicity of them. Someone has a bad drug habit. Yeah. Woo, that actually runs very heavy in my family, which is why I'm afraid to go to anything beyond Mary Jane. You know, never in my life have I had anything stronger. I mean, you know, pain pill maybe. And they tried to keep me on those with my back injury for years. And after tramadol stuck me on the chair and I couldn't help my son, I cut them all out. And I wasn't addicted, and it wasn't a need for me to supplement. It's when I stopped, it made me pick up some weight, but it didn't hurt me at all. You know, pharmaceutical medications are used to temper or treat the problem, not necessarily cure it. But if you look for the cure, which is, you know, a lot of herbal, Dr. Savy, come on, Queen of Fua. It's a lot of people out here with information that will allow you to learn how to cleanse the body naturally without all those harmful chemicals. It wasn't good for me at all. Anyway, moving on. Someone has a drug habit. So it could be pills, it could be hard drugs, it could be a person that can't stop smoking. It could be any drug. But just be advised, be aware if you didn't know, someone has a drug habit. Next card is seduction. Okay. That could be good or bad. Devil definitely uses seduction to get what they want. It could be, you know, the way something is delivered. It may not be intended to be, but it may come off in a seductive way. I don't know. Or you just watch the movie Seduction, or, you know, somebody seducing you. I don't know. Could be anything. Seduction. I don't see that as a negative. Next is, it's not towards a child, as long as it's not towards like a child or anyone against their will, you know, nothing like that. The answers and the truth, I try to remember it. The answers and truth is always in the eyes and body language. Oh yeah. You can always tell a lot by looking into people's eyes. You know, people that don't like to keep eye contact. Body language, like me being hunched over like this, does a lot, you know. But I'm doing it for the camera. But body language, movement, facial expressions, remarks, even if they're mumbled. Everything means something. So definitely pay attention to the eye and the body language. I'll give you a lot of clues and hints to the truth of the situation. Next is, someone is cold-hearted, but deeply in love with you. Strange, but true. A lot of cold-hearted men out there. Women, too. So that's possible. There's a lot of cold-hearted people that's in love with you. Strange, but true. Just because they don't show their emotions don't mean they're not emotional. And, you know, that again might relate back to an ego issue, where they don't want to feel like you have any type of control over them. Even if they're in a solid situation, some people just have to have the power. Doesn't make sense. So just be advised, be aware. Next is, oh, the cartel. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe because of, is that it? Oh, something else. I don't know. The cartel. Could be a TV show. You could be part of a cartel. Cartel might have something to do with something. I don't know. Cartel. You mind your business. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Don't worry about it. 222. Oh, here we go again. Now, this is trip 2, so it could be someone that plays the lottery. You know, go ahead. If it's not snowing like it is where I am, go ahead and play you 222. Or, like last time, it didn't say it on this one, but since it came up, might as well look it up. Could be angel number 222. Or you could be getting this synchronicity. Like you could start seeing 222 everywhere. On your phone, on the clock, in the car. You know. Let's see. Angel number 222. Oh. Okay. Angel number 222. The spiritual meaning of 222 is that you're on the right path. You're in the right place at the right time. Follow your joy to ascend towards your soul's purpose. Well, that's some wonderful news. Let me read that again. Spiritual meaning of 222 is that you are on the right path. You're in the right place at the right time. Follow joy to ascend towards your soul purpose. So although there are things in life right now, especially for me, that are pulling on my heartstrings and want me to be in a depressive, help me state, I have to still understand that I'm on the right path. I'm doing the right things, and you as well. We all, and it might get tough, but don't fall into that moment and lose yourself again. Like right now, it's really easy for a person that had suffered with depression to go back into a depression, losing a parent. But with my father being so intricate in my life and loving me to the end, telling me he loved me until he couldn't use his words anymore, and showing me by just changing my life over the last 6 months without hesitation is enough. Yes, of course I would love my dad with me, but do I want him in a situation where he can't do anything anymore? You leave talking and walking, and when you come back you can't do anything. Is that fair? You can't feed yourself, you can't walk, you can't talk. It's still up to God. Nothing happens unless it's time. But I understand the lesson. I understand the pain of it. I haven't fully faced it yet because my dad is here. Like I said, he's still with me. Yeah, he's not 100% like he was before, but he's still here, So I'm keeping hope alive and allowing myself the right to step out of the way. I don't belong there. I don't have any control in that. It's in God's hands now. And I love God, and he's great to me. So whatever he decides is what I receive. No matter how hard the pill is to swallow. And that's with everything. Not just with this, with business, with relationships, with family. Just get the truth of it. Embrace it. Cry it out. Scream it out. Punch it out. Whatever you got to do. I want to also open me a break room where you go in and just break shit. You know what I'm saying? Because anyway, in the future, experience it. So you see the lessons in it. You remember the feelings of it. And going forward, you can move with grace and favor. Anyway, moving on. What card was that? Angel number 2. I go off on a tangent sometimes. But that's because I love y'all. I mean this stuff. Like, it's coming from my heart. I have not been able to speak my truth for a very long time. So it's coming and it's flooding. And I'm just sharing because... I know there's people out there that's struggling through things and have nobody to turn to, just like me. And when you realize there's people out there going through what you're going through, you can provide them comfort and they can provide you, and you don't necessarily have to look right around the room, because sometimes those are the ones that... Moving on. Someone from the past resurfaces. Well, this retrograde, ain't it? I believe. Mercury, don't get me to lie. I think it's retrograde right now, so that means the past. And Lord knows, someone resurfaces from the past, or someone from the past resurfaces. Be advised. Be aware. That's all. Next one. Someone intimidated is watching you. Be careful. Someone intimidated is watching you. Be careful. You can't tell people what to watch. Just give them something to look at. You don't have to be disrespectful or rude. Just keep doing you. Whatever that you it is. Because they're already intimidated by something. You shouldn't be. I'm an extremely approachable person. People have a preconceived notion about me. And hey, that's cool. But there's no need for intimidation. I'm not a rah-rah bang bang running around trying to shoot you up. None of that. But anyway. Endless penalties will rain down on the wicked. What goes around comes back around. Yeah, that's karma again. Endless penalties will rain down on the wicked. Goes around, comes around. That's why you can't get in God's way right now. He is cleaning up. You know? You have to accept the realities of what that cleansing looks like. And be strong enough to survive it. You know, moving away where you don't have to worry or question thyself. Moving on. Someone wants access to you. Watch for the red flags. Someone wants access to you. Watch for the red flags. Well, you probably know who that is. And if you don't, just be alert, be aware.